Subscribe for daily football news. Rasmus Højlund is expected to leave Manchester United this summer. Bayer Leverkusen manager Xabi Alonso would like the club to sign Mykhailo Mudryk at a bargain price this summer, provided he isn't banned for doping. Bernardo Silva wants to stay at Manchester City this summer and complete the final year of his contract. Lautaro Martinez is ruled out for Argentina's international break. The Liberia-Tunisia match, counting towards the 2026 World Cup qualifiers Africa zone, was played with the official ball from the 2024 Champions League final. The Estadio Metropolitano will host the 2027 Champions League final. Who will win the Nations League? Tell me in the comments. Manchester City is set to offer over 80 million euros to Barcelona for Brazilian winger Rafinha. Chelsea could sell up to 11 players this summer, including Raheem Sterling and Ben Chilwell, to help fund the transfer of a new striker. Real Madrid is interested in signing the Argentine duo Enzo Fernandez and Cuti Romero in the next transfer window. Bournemouth is targeting Club Brugge's Maxim de Kuyper if they need to sign a replacement for Milos Kerkez, who is being pursued by Liverpool. Official: Giovanni Quenda and Dario Asugo have signed with Chelsea from Sporting Portugal. Asugo will join the Blues this summer, while Quenda will join the team next summer. Liverpool is looking to fend off Barcelona's interest in Luis Diaz by extending his contract. Talks have taken place over the past few months. Manchester United is expected to monitor two potential new strikers during the international break when they face off tonight: Liam Delap and Hugo Ekitike. Jules Koundé is expected to start against Croatia tonight. Barcelona sporting director Deco believes Luis Diaz is a realistic target this summer and will begin talks with Liverpool at the end of the season. Unai Emery is pushing for Aston Villa to sign Marco Asensio on a permanent basis. Virgil van Dijk has only lost 3 times at Anfield in the Premier League with Liverpool. Wojciech Szczesny is reportedly close to extending his contract with FC Barcelona. His agent has indicated that he's delighted to be at Barcelona and that the club is satisfied with his performances. Cristiano Ronaldo has 4 times more red cards than Lionel Messi. Journalist: who's the toughest defender you've faced? Lamine Yamal, Nuno Mendes and Alphonso Davies. Manchester United is one of several Premier League clubs considering a move for Sunderland's 19-year-old midfielder Joe Bellingham. PSG hasn't forgotten Kylian Mbappe's free departure to Real Madrid, and the club wants revenge by signing one of Real Madrid Academy's top talents. Breaking: Real Madrid has 3 targets this summer. Alexander-Arnold, 99% done. Dean Huijsen, priority at centre-back, the club will negotiate for him. Zubamendi, the club wants him, but the race will be tough against Arsenal. Kylian Mbappé has been nominated for La Liga Player of the Month for the 3rd consecutive time. Rodrigo celebrates Father's Day with legend Modric. Rodrigo, happy Father's Day. Modric, thank you so much, my son. Raúl Asensio is ready to sign his new contract with Real Madrid as soon as possible. Real Madrid will also assign him a new number. Carlo Ancelotti. Nico Paz is our player. We're constantly monitoring his progress in Italy. We'll decide his future at the end of the season. He's excellent at Como, but we never had any doubts. He's a very good player. A new chapter for Toni Kroos in football as he becomes a shareholder in Sports 360, the sports agency that represented him. Kroos: I'm thrilled to be able to advise some players on their sporting journey and share my experiences. Arda Güler wants a bigger role at Real Madrid. A transfer could be on the table if that doesn't happen. Ancelotti sees him more as a forward than a midfielder, but starting in attack is very difficult. Raúl Asensio: comparisons with Ramos. Ramos is a legend, there's no better example. Sergio is incredible, his legacy will always be there. But I'm Asensio, and I want to build my own career. I'd love to come close to what he achieved. He was my idol when I was young. Real Madrid has great confidence in Juan Martinez, despite his ACL tear. At Valdebebas, they're very pleased with how his recovery is progressing and are considering rewarding his efforts by including him in the Club World Cup squad this summer. FC Barcelona has received offers to play friendly matches in China and Venezuela, with the Venezuelan proposal including multiple games over several years. The club is studying these options for its summer tour next year, which could also include stops in South Korea and Japan. De Jong: right now, I don't think there's a player with Pedri's technical skills. Barcelona Athletic lost 5-0 to RCD Espanyol in the semi-finals of the Catalonia Cup. Ansu Fati's father has expressed disappointment with FC Barcelona's management. Fatih's camp feels the player deserves more chances to prove his worth. He gives everything in training but hasn't been rewarded yet. Barcelona is closely monitoring Feyenoord's fullback Javaro Reed. His transfer fee will be high, he can play on both sides, and he's young. Hansi Flick has been nominated for La Liga Manager of the Month for March. Mart Bernal will return to training on the Ciutat Esportiva pitches starting next week to continue his recovery process. Barcelona has reached an agreement with winger young Virgil to extend his contract until 2027. Carvajal, now that I'm working on the pitch, I feel closer to a return. I never imagined I'd feel this way after such a light individual session. Real Madrid is also considering a possible return for Miguel Gutierrez and Nico Paz. Arsenal is prepared to target German centre-back Nico Schlotterbeck in this summer's transfer window. Schlotterbeck has a market value of around £37.5 million. Raúl Asensio, Mbappé. He's a humble, hard-working, calm and great guy. He has a great sense of humor and a very positive attitude in all situations. Kylian Mbappé on his matchup with Luka Modric tonight. Yeah, we laughed and teased each other. It's a pleasure to see him again, but he's an important player, so we need to stay focused and cautious. The goal is to win. Stefan Ortega refuses to rule out a departure from Manchester City this summer. Sometimes things move very quickly. I can't predict what will happen this summer yet. Anything is possible. We know the football world things can sometimes happen very fast. Eduardo Camavinga is ready to join Manchester City this summer. Vito Reis is enjoying his free time. Kylian Mbappé and Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi. I'm not trying to take their place. They're irreplaceable. Here are the nominees for La Liga Player of the Month for March. Alvaro Morata regrets leaving Atletico Madrid. If I could go back in time, I would have stayed in Madrid. I was wanted and loved by Diego Simeone. I should have thought about it more. Jules Koundé on Lamine Yamal. With Lamine we get along great on the pitch and off it too. People sometimes forget because he does exceptional things, but he's only 17. He makes others better. Dean Huijsen is a big Real Madrid fan, just like his father, who has already visited Valdebebas. Lamine Yamal is the first player to complete over 100 dribbles in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. Daniel Munoz could be a summer target for Manchester City. Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk have all decided to leave Liverpool this summer. They're all devastated by the Champions League elimination. Here's what Thomas Tuchel said to Dan Burn the night he called him to ask him to join the England squad. Crystal Palace is considering a move for Middlesbrough's Hayden Hackney this summer. Bournemouth is leading the race to sign Liverpool goalkeeper Keane Kelleher. Arsenal, Newcastle and West Ham are all interested in Moise Kean, and the Fiorentina striker has a €52 million release clause for clubs outside Italy.